news we got to hit on here, and unlike the Sounders, Marcoux, this is not good news for Storm fans that we're talking about here.
That's right. Breanna Stewart looks like she might be out for the season after tearing her Achilles in the final in the Euro League game in Russia for a Russia team. So a really devastating injury, just considering that it was the last game, and just it hurts my heart. It hurts everyone, every Storm fan.
Torn Achilles.
It's a terrible injury.
Terrible injury. That's gonna take her out for probably at least the season. You know what I mean? Like that usually takes a year to come back from all the way. She's last year's WNBA MVP. 21.8 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists with 1.4 blocked shots is what she averaged. That is insane. She was the finals MVP. She's a 4-time college champ with UConn. She's a number 1 pick, has lived up to every bit of it. This is a tough one to come back from. Not going to be able to fill that hole. Going to be a tough hole for the Sounders to fill this year if they want to repeat. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but I got to tell you, man, Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not just a tough loss to the Sounders. It's a tough loss to the WNBA. I mean,
for the Storm, not the Sounders, the Storm.
Excuse me, not it's the Storm. It's the WNBA. This is a kind of a black eye for the league. Having their star player getting injured playing abroad.
And I wanted to get into that because I was wondering what in the hell is a number 1 pick who's the WNBA MVP, who is the Finals MVP with this kind of resume. What in the hell is she doing playing in the Euro League? And I learned that the WNBA players get paid absolute shit, and it is a disgrace. These women, it's just shit. She's the WNBA MVP. Her salary last year was $56,000. $56,000 a year is what the number 1 pick in the WNBA draft and the MVP of the league made last year. She couldn't even afford Storm season tickets, Marcoux. This is an insult. It's absolutely crazy. And this goes back to the league's CBA. I was learning about this week, and they are fighting this, and we all got to get behind the WNBA players. Everybody, get out there and tweet and make sure that we find, get these women their money, because here's what happens. They're trying to get the profit sharing up. Now, I know you're saying they don't have the attendance of the NBA, and that's true. They don't have the attendance of the NBA. The league averages about half the attendance of an NBA. That said, the Storm lead the league in attendance. This team draws, and on the Storm, they have the money. The issue comes to the profit sharing in the contract, and the NBA, where the league minimum is way above this, they profit share about 50-50 with the players.
That's the difference right there.
And in the WNBA, it's like 25-75. The owners keep 75, and that is the difference. Now,
that's it, man.
They have TV deals with ESPN, and they have it with NBA, and they are growing. It's been the TV ratings are way up. Attendance for the league was a little bit down last year, league-wide. Again, Seattle up with an average of 8,100 fans per game. But the ratings were up, and more people than ever are watching the NBA. And if you're not watching the WNBA, I don't know why not. It's a great game. It's not the high-flying dunkathon that you're going to get in the NBA, but it's great basketball, and it's super competitive, and it's great to watch. And it's just a disgrace that these women are making this little money for as good as they are. Rookies on scale from 40 to 50,000. The maximum vet salary, the maximum veteran salary is 115,000 a year. That means that's insane. That's absurd. That's a disgrace. Pay the women. Pay the women.
Let me just make a couple of points here. We need to pay these women because they deserve it. I mean, this is where the equal pay stuff just. The argument, it makes so much sense because they're getting paid 50-50 in the NBA and then 25-75 in WNBA. It makes sense why they're not making any money. And back to the attendance issue, the reason why the attendance is down last year is because the WNBA hasn't really focused on making sure that every team has an established home. I mean, the New York Liberty got kicked out of Madison Square Garden and now play in a small center in Westchester. the Seattle Storm, we're getting kicked out of Key Arena for renovation purposes. Fair enough, but we're going to be starting the season in Everett, where the Silvertips play. So, and then we got to play the rest of the season at UW. It's just like, there's not enough being done for the women, and it's like you said, it's a beautiful game. They're not dunking everywhere, but it's still an amazing, competitive, intense game. If you watched any of the Storm's games last year, it was sold out, very intense. You got Breanna Stewart. It's just embarrassing that the WNBA can't take care of the players enough where they have to work overtime overseas, and God knows what the conditions are in some of those
number one pick in the WNBA draft has a second job in the offseason. What is it, 1920s baseball? What is it, the 1942 NFL where they're just they gotta go back to the office in the summer? No, these are professional ball players. Pay them. They've got sponsorship deals. They have television deals. Pay these women.
Fair amount. 50-50. I mean, they may never make what the NBA makes, but when it comes to profit sharing, they should get the same amount. That is just so outrageous to me. And kudos, like I said, to the women's national team for fighting for their equal pay, because they were getting underpaid.
Women's national soccer
to
team.
the men. Yeah, the women's national soccer team. So this is what the WNBA needs to take that model, kind of go run with it, because I mean they do have a great sport and they have a great league. So they need to just do more.
All right, so pay the women. I think we're all on board with this. Better there, and good luck to the Storm. We're going to be out there supporting them this year when that season gets underway. And
right, a couple of positive Storm news. We just had our draft, and we made some great picks. We had signed. I can't even pronounce her name.
I can't either. It's the first round pick. I'm looking at it here too. It's Ezzy McBeggar. I apologize. Give us a call. Let us know exactly how to say it. I'm going to learn that for the next one. She's a 19-year-old out of Australian, a center. She'll remain over there. I love this pick. As a Sixers fan, I love the way this is happening, because this is exactly what happens with all the overseas players that the Sixers get. They've picked her. She's going to finish out her contract over there. She'll be over here in a year. So our number one pick will be over in 2020. Ezzy McBeggar, a big center from down there on the Australian national team. Great pick.